What a treat here tonight, the great American outdoorsman Jeff Bertoni, ladies and gentlemen. And when he's not at Field and Streams and Dick's Sporting Goods or out in the woods or taking care of Gia and his wife, he's usually here at his in-laws where we have been eating an incredible meal of pasta. And folks, yes, rabbit from Lou and Carol Gentile, and Lisa and Bill Hickman are here, and all the grandkids. Why are you laughing? I'm being very serious here. I haven't eaten this good since the last time I came to this house. I want to talk to you about deer season, muzzleloader, all of this stuff that's been happening going back to that day after Thanksgiving and the 2 weeks of buck season that everybody waits for. So it's still going on in some form, but how much longer, and is the curtain about ready to come down?
It's about in the end of this month. We have archery, flintlock, the special regulation season for Allegheny County is in. That's all going to be wrapping up towards the end of the month, and get ducks in this Saturday. But geese is still into the middle of February sometime.
You know, coming out here tonight, they live, folks, above that great community of Beaver Falls, and in between Beaver Falls and Chippewa. A lot of woodlands out here, a great place to get out and spend some time in the great outdoors. And I got to tell you, it's a picturesque scene, especially with the snow. I mean, this is a magical time to be outside in the great outdoors. And one of the things that the PA Game Commission also does, they have a cookbook out. And if you happen to get yourself some wild game and you want to do a little cooking, there's a lot of that stuff that you can actually be making good food right now, such as deer, and with duck coming up, there's a lot of good eats out there, right?
A lot of recipes for duck and goose. Food that's kind of hard to cook, I guess.
Listen, Lou and Carol Gentile can cook anything, okay? The Galloping Gourmet would have a hard time keeping up with these two folks. Believe me what I'm telling you. Talk to me a little bit about weapons of choice as far as heading into duck season, because I know that's one of your favorite times of year. And whether you're in a duck blind or even out on a boat or in a marsh, wherever you may be, there is a particular weapon that you recommend. What would it be?
Gas-operated, semi-automatic, 12-gauge shotgun.
You want to say that again?
Gas-operated, semi-automatic, 12-gauge shotgun.
Talk to me about the weather, the gear that you need for duck season. Obviously, the wetlands, you're in a marsh, you're around the water. Usually it's early in the morning, just when the sun is coming up, a lot of fog, a lot of dew. So talk about the gear that you might want to pick up at Field and Stream or Dick's Sporting Goods.
We wear nothing but neoprene waders with rubber boots on the bottom. Early season, you get a lighter pair. Late season, you get as much insulation as you can. Keep your feet warm. Dress in layers, a lot of Gore-Tex. Keep the water off you. Even if it's a sunny day, you're going down a river or across the lake, you got water spraying up when you're in the boat. Got to stay dry.
Listen, Gary Fujak, Pennsylvania Game Commission, absolutely have respect for him, and Bob Wheeler for a number of years, Fish and Boat Commission. Trout season will be here before you know, and just a sneak preview for all of my angler friends out there. I cannot say goodbye before we talk a little fishing. And there's a lot of stuff that you can do, especially if you're into fly fishing. You can be making your own lures right now while it's cold outside. So when the weather breaks and you're ready to hit the stream, you're ready to go.
Absolutely. Time flies all winter long. I work with a couple guys, that's what they're big into. And they've been talking about it for a couple months now, since about Thanksgiving. That's what they do. They time flies all winter.
After eating all these spaghettis here tonight, you know what I want to do? I want to find the nearest lazy boy and park it. All right, folks, for the entire Gentile familia, and of course this guy, Jeff Bertoni, I want to thank all of you. Until next time, good night.